Welcome to Val's Sweet Kitchen. Subscriber Uncle Herbert asked for face pies like on TikTok. So, you know that sent my creativity and imagination poof! Whoop! Everything started spinning around in there, and the creativity on these is through the roof. So, let's go have some fun. What is all happy in there? Oh, look at that! And I just happen to have some frozen mulberries in my freezer, and that, along with some blueberries, we're gonna make the first pie. So preheat your oven to 425 degrees. You start with 4 cups of mulberries. And mulberries, they're found everywhere in the world. Just look down on the sidewalk, and when you see purple, look up, because that's where they're at. And then a cup of blueberries. And then in a separate bowl, take 1 cup of sugar, 4 tablespoons of cornstarch, and mix that all together. And mix this in with your fruit and set it aside. And then get out your chilled pie crust. Right here is my recipe on how to make the perfect flaky pie crust. And because I used food coloring in my chilled water, you can see the pieces of butter. That butter is going to make everything flaky. So I'm going to roll out the bottom part and put the top part back in the refrigerator to chill for just a little bit. Remember, when you roll out your pie crust, give it a quarter turn every so often. This is perfect marbling. I'm going to gently let it just fall in there under its own weight. That way, it'll stay even, which is what you want. Nice, even crust. All right, now it's time to get creative. Been thinking about this all week long. What about kiwis for eyeballs? Let's see. So let's fill it with the fruit. And then carefully use your rolling pin to help you lift it up and put it onto your pie. And notice I didn't do the egg wash to seal the crust together. That way you can maneuver it around a little bit easier. And a strawberry makes a great nose, doesn't it? A few drops of green food coloring into the egg wash. And then I trimmed the edges, leaving a 1/2 inch overhang so I can press the edges together and then fold them under. It gives me a really decorative edge that way when I go to crimp it later. You know what I like most about these is the creativity and imagination. I love creativity. It's so fun. And then bake at 425 degrees for 30 minutes. Then put a cookie sheet underneath it. Turn down your oven to 350 degrees and bake for 50 minutes longer, or until it starts to bubble. Right, and while the witchy poo is baking, let's move on to the apple pie. I think I'm gonna make this one into a mummy. Wouldn't that make cool hair too? Coming in between the bandages? Let's take a look. I'm following my apple pie recipe right here. You just take 3 pounds of apples, a cup of sugar, 1 teaspoon of cinnamon, a half a teaspoon of nutmeg, a half a teaspoon of cardamom, my favorite, and a 1/4 teaspoon of ginger. Mix that all in the bowl and then mix it in with the apples. Now I think I'm going to use this one for the nose, so I have to peel it separately. Yes, that's my nose. Oh, that's a cool eye. All right, getting ready to put it together. Shall I put some red food coloring in my egg wash? Yeah, let's see what happens. I'll just put a few drops. Oh yeah, that was a good idea. Right there. These turned out really cool. I had no idea what they turned out to be. I had a lot of fun making these, and you will too if you try this at home. Leave a comment if you would. Anyway, I hope you had fun today. If you did, give it a like, thumbs up, and boot that bell. This is cool.